Thanks again. Guys, I really appreciate if you're watching this video for the first time or you've watched all these videos. Talking in front of people means a lot to me. I feel like it's my calling. There's something in my head that has to get out. So I really appreciate you tuning in, watching these videos, sharing them if you share them, thinking about them if you think about them, or even just grazing your mouse over my head to see if it's an interesting story for you or not. I am talking about my bike ride across the country with my buddy right here, my ultimate road dog, Ferris, super doggy. People always ask me, Adrian, what type of dog is this? And I tell you, he's a good dog. Part billy goat, has wolf blood in him, and he's a great hunter and companion. And on this trip, Ferris taught me a very good lesson, and that is eat before you're hungry. So we've been biking from San Diego, and I have now hit Arizona. We've gone through the back of Borrego, all these really hot roads in the middle of nowhere. You're heavy, bro. By the way, 20 pounds, pure furry. And by the time we get to Arizona, Ferris looked just really emaciated. His ribs were super sunk in. Before we left, I took him to the doctors, had him checked out, oil checked, weight, and I think he left at 20 pounds. But we've been running pretty significantly from California to Arizona over a lot of dry land, a lot of cactus. Just, you know, everybody's learning what they're doing. His paws were getting a little worn in. My beard and shoulders were getting broken. So when we got to Arizona, my Aunt Linda and Carson, hey guys, hope you watch this, I'll jag you, picked me up, and Carson happened to be going to the vet. And so I was like, awesome. Maybe they'll let me sneak in, just have Ferris get a checkup real quick. So we go over there, and I had explained to them that Ferris wasn't eating on a regular basis, that it was real hit and miss. And I was trying everything to get food into him, but he was being really persnickety. So the vet says, well, let's weigh him. He lost like 1.5 pounds, which for a 20-pound dog could be significant. But they assured me that it was just water weight, it wasn't a big deal. So she left me with the caveat of, hey, if your dog's hungry, you know, feed him. How long are you gonna be in Arizona? If he wants some food, feed him, you know, fatten him up. So I'm like, okay. So we leave, and here goes the table scraps, baby. Table scraps. Ferris, you want some pizza? Table scraps. Hey, Ferris, you want some of this? Here you go. Get on it, buddy. And he's just diving in, you know, really going overboard. Well, we leave there. We go to my uncle's house, still feeding him. Dave and Denise, we go to Dave and Denise's house. And that night, they were going to take me to another location, to Globe, Arizona, which was going to go over some horrible pass. And it was just nerve-wracking for them to let me do it. And after they drove me, I thanked them. But the night before we're about to go, I wake up and Ferris is just human, problem, human. And I'm in bed and I said, okay, maybe he has to go outside, you know. I throw my feet over the bed and immediately step into doggy soft serve. I can now smell that the whole room smells like doggy soft serve. I turn on the light, it's everywhere. My poor dog has eaten so much and gone so overboard that he cannot control his poo-poos and is laying trail all over the white linoleum floor that my aunt and uncle have. So terrible, so terrible. We get everything, I clean everything up. Denise is so great. We pack us up. Boom. There's more to the story, but it just gets worse. Just, you know, when you leave your water fountain on, you can't figure out how to turn it off. That's Ferris. It's everywhere. And it taught me a valuable lesson, that we got to eat before we're hungry. You know, meaning you got to regulate what's going on with your body. You have to be paying attention what's going on in your mind before there's a problem, through meditation, through walks, through self-reflection, through the food. you got to eat the right food. But before you're hungry, before you're like, oh my God, I got to shove so much crap in my mouth because my stomach is empty, just like my spirit is empty because I'm not eating before you're hungry. You see, we got to learn how to pay attention to our bodies. We are on a journey that requires energy, just not in our stomach, but in our mind, our body, and our spirit. But so many of us are waiting until we're frantic, until, you know, something is in dire, and then all of a sudden you want to start, please, 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 or you're in a situation that is just pushing you to the limit, that's making you hungry, whether it's your work, whether it's a relationship, whether it's your direction in life, whether it's your, I don't know, man. We all have a different story we're telling ourselves, but I think you know what I'm talking about. We should not wait until things are dire. We should be feeding ourselves, healing ourselves, nurturing ourselves the whole time so that these dire activities don't put us in a situation that we just go overboard and end up shitting our dress all over the place. I'm gonna sit down and crush this liter of Ben & Jerry's after I had a large pizza because that's comforting. Or I'm gonna get into an argument and go out, pound some booze, do stupid shit, and then come home and be like, I don't know why you're mad, babe. All the dumb triggers we do because we put ourselves almost to the back against the wall, and then are like my dog, Ferris, just shooting shit everywhere. Part of being conscious, part of being aware is understanding, guys, that you got to take care of us. We got to take care of those little psychological pitfalls that bother us. We got to take care of the emotional stuff. We got to take care of our body. We got to take care of our mind. We got to take care of our spirit before the time is desperate. Because if you do, life's more happy, baby. You know, you have more time to enjoy stuff. You grow, populate the earth with happiness and happy people. So eat before you're hungry. Then, remember Adrian. Remember that I really love you watching these videos. I can't tell you how happy it makes me. I'm freaking out, you're right. I'll calm down.